Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Oh my goodness. Let's see who we have in the house, shall we? Um, Hi Eve. How are you? Hi Miss DJ Nesbitt's blessings morning. Yeah, it's gonna be a blessed morning, right? Thank you so much. Just came in to wish you all a great day. Um, if you are working, try not to work too hard, you know. If you have kids, you're gonna definitely work hard. That's what I do usually. When I get to that point, you get to that point where you're ready to get home. How Miss late are you? Are you ready to just go home around 3-ish? But you can't. Well, I just simply think about my kids and boom, I'm back at it. Strong, too, hard and strong. And I said, let me call and see. Let me call. Get on and see how everybody's doing this morning because we got some early birds, I tell you. We really do have some early birds. Hello, honey. How are you? Good morning. Um, Let me ask y'all a question right quick. I've had about, honestly, like 4 different YouTubers to reach out to me to try to talk to me. Yes, Lord, thank God, Eve. And I just started. I really prefer to start on like a Monday, but it was great. Thank you so much. It really was. It's great. That's why I'm up early and getting ready early so I can get in there early and get it out early too. Yeah, so I want to get in and get out early. I asked the lady was she flexible with her schedule. She said with my schedule, she said that's perfectly fine as long as the work is done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How are you doing this morning? She said, or here I should say, happy middle of the night. It's 3:43 a.m. over there. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to wake you up. Um, Sometimes I wake up like that and I hate it. I just want to sleep like a normal person. Hey, Don, how you doing? Good morning. Just got to work. Oh, you already at work. Lord have mercy. I know you tired too. Oh Lord. Oh, Jesus. Whew. Yeah, that's a big one, Don. Because I was never an overnight worker. I would never be an overnight worker. If the Lord say the same, I would never have to work overnight. I like to sleep at night. I don't like to be out in the middle of the night. I don't know why. It's just because I know what people do out there in the middle of the night. And you notice when you wake up and watch the news, you're like, oh my goodness, all of this happened while I was sleeping. That's why I don't like to be out in the middle of the night because I already know what's going on in the middle of the night out here at least. There's all kinds of robberies and everything that's going on in the middle of the night. Excuse me. Hopefully my voice comes back to normal. I already had a raspy voice. I don't want a deeper voice. I really don't want a deeper voice. And I woke. Oh, okay. She said you didn't. I woke me. Oh, and so Thanks. I'm glad I didn't wake you with a notification or anything. She said, I'm not overnight, and I got off at 2:30 p.m. Oh, you get up at 2:30. Oh, yes, that's a beautiful day. I like that. That 6 to 2 shift. I can work that like it's nothing done. I sure can. Because I'm always up early anyway, so may as well go in there at 6 and get out of there too. Sure, that would be beautiful. I used to work that schedule previously because I had to get my son from school, and it was a beautiful schedule. You're home on time, you can cook, you do everything you need to do, and get into bed. Shower, get into bed. You know. Um, but lately, I've been having quite a few guys hit me up in my DM, YouTubers, right? Not quite a few. I said four. So, and I'm like, what is the deal with this? Um, with these YouTuber guys, and most of them are younger than me, and they get upset because I tell them that you're young enough to be my son, or even if they're 38, I still tell them that they're young enough to be my son. So my question to y'all is, what if I was to meet an older man on YouTube? I would have to talk with y'all on that one because you guys know a lot about those YouTubes. I tell you. Like this, you guys know a lot about those guys on YouTube, and plus, it depends on what city you're in, sir. Hello, you know. Um, but I was just wondering where is this coming from out of the woodwork? All these guys, these different YouTubers and stuff, and I'm like, honestly, I prefer not to date another YouTuber. I really don't because with all the stuff that goes on YouTube and it's going on YouTube, it wouldn't be a very healthy relationship. I wouldn't think so because you have folks, doing all kinds of evil stuff, and it can affect your relationship. That's what I'd say. What do you all say? You know, uh, younger guys, please, you need to find a young woman your age. Find a woman your age. Maybe you can hook me up with your daddy. Maybe you can hook me up with your daddy, and not you, your daddy. She said, yes, let's interrogate him first. Yes, we need to interrogate him. And, like I said, bring your daddy, not you, precious. I know y'all youngsters are great at doing what y'all do and everything. And, I still don't feel comfortable with it. I'm sorry, I can't. But I do, like I said, I do have girlfriends that have 30 some year old, guy friends, men that they are living with. And those youngsters are taking care of the business. I'm just here to tell you, they are taking care of the business better than an older man would. Miss Hello Honey says that would not be a good idea in case something went wrong. They may release your information on YouTube. Absolutely. Absolutely, Miss Honey. Hello, honey. Thought about that one too. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Say background check with one of those apps. Meet in public places. Absolutely. Absolutely. But like I said, I just really don't prefer to date somebody on YouTube because this platform can be something else sometimes. We know that, and you see, I think there is a couple of relationships that were on YouTube or that YouTubers were dating, and look how they turned out. I think they turned out kind of nasty, if I'm not mistaken. They turned out really nasty. And you're right. The first thing they want to do is dox them and tell everything, all their business. We've seen those cases. I don't know what you come and try to talk to me for. I'm not a desperate woman. If that's what you think, not a desperate woman. Hey, Joy, not a desperate woman. DJ Nashville said, you're a beautiful woman, but I will proceed with great caution. Oh, absolutely. I don't think I will proceed with none of them with any caution. And I said, let me just talk to Jesus and tell them, what's going on, folks coming up in my DMs. Like, really? Sir, you're only 37, 38. You're old enough to be my child. Really? Let me see. You can be my child. Yeah, you can. Back in the day, they had, women that had kids at 15 years old. That was pretty much the norm at one time. So yeah, you could be old enough to be my child. My sister met her husband online, married now 21 years. See, that's online. Oh, and that's going to say, Marie, ask God. I sure will. Don't worry. I don't know. I'll be asking them about these YouTubers because we know those YouTubers can get down and dirty when they want to. And some of those men on here, they do act up. Some of them do act up. Mm. You got your sector where they talk about black women, not wanting to date us, and you got the sector that talks about dating us. And but they ask for specific things, and none of their game for me or none of their interest for me don't interest me. You get it? It just doesn't. But I said, let me get on here and see what those Caesars talking about and see what they say. It's hitting me up left and right. I say, what kind of setup is this one? Me. I'm like, they try to put me through the ringer job. I'll be like, leave me alone, please. Did somebody send you? Because guess what? I'm not a desperate woman, and I'm not gonna date you. I'm not interested. No thanks. You're like a child to me. You should be telling me yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. Now, hey, honey. You do. You look good, don't you? You beautiful. Thank you. But you should be saying yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. To me. And can I go to the store for you, Miss Maria? Do you need something? Do you need me to take out your trash, Miss Maria? You hear me? I think online is different than YouTube. Yes, it is. Yes. Um, John Ferguson says, "Hi, beautiful at Nashville, DJ Nashville." Yes, I think online is different, and I know a couple of women that have met their mates online and have been married for years, kids and all. Married good men that treat them right, from what I can see, from what my eyes can see, and what they tell me. They tell me that they treat them right. Period. One of my Hispanic girlfriends, she married a Caucasian man, and he treats her right. He's almost a doctor. He's like a physician assistant or something like that. But where he works, it's like he's the doctor, you know. And I'm like, girl, you got the good one, okay? He drives this huge truck, one of those Harley Davidson trucks, and they're expensive. If they require diesel, yeah, diesel only, not gas. And just by the truck itself, I knew he had some what, cha-ching, you know. Eve says, and if you ever decide to date a YouTuber, it would have to be offline with no commentary about the date or relationship. If it happens, yeah, you would have to make them sign an NDA, a DWA, and a DUI before you even go there, because and adhere to it too, because you was and they know you was the pants off their behind, you know. Period. Because these men nowadays, she said, Marie, you have me laughing this early in the morning. Seriously, you gotta have them sign A, B, C, E, F, G, and H, I, J. Mm-hmm. Because there's something else on here. We know that. And I just thank the Lord that I'm able to bypass a lot of this crap that goes on here. I'm able to bypass it, move along, and keep it moving. And so far, it's been working out very well. And I'm very thankful. I'm glad y'all don't come over here for the mess or anything like that, because I'm not feeling it. Not feeling the mess. I just don't feel it. You get tired. You just get tired and dealing with folks. What am I gonna do? Run my blood pressure up and all that? I'm not dealing with the mess. It says I used to write down what I was wearing and leaving my house, and I will have my best friend go with me in public to meet there you go, to meet to so we will decide if I could continue the date. That's right, yeah. We wrote down license plate numbers. I don't know if y'all did that back in the day. We wrote down license plate numbers and everything. John Franklin said, Marie, you have me laughing. Oh, that's what she said. I'm sorry, I skipped your comment. Yeah, I didn't see it. Hello, honestly, let's just say those NDAs don't always work. I heard that. They really don't. In some cases, I've seen it happen. DJ says, gotta get on the 6 a.m. prayer call. I will pray for the discernment. Thank you, mine too. Love you. Everyone have a great day. Thank you, DJ Nashville. We appreciate it. And you have a wonderful day. Yaya said you got to be careful now wherever you meet somebody. That's true. You really do. Yaya can say, see you later, DJ Nashville. We had an incident. I don't know if y'all seen it, if it made national news or not, but female meets a male at a hotel. Right there in the lobby. He made both of them meet their demise right there in the hotel lobby, the 5-star hotel lobby here, downtown. And I was like, wow. What made him do that in front of everybody in that lobby? What was the point of me meeting her there? Y'all both came in separate cars. Y'all met there, had your clothes. And I need to check up on this story. I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of them were married. I think she was married. And he probably wanted her to himself. That's probably what happened. That's why it's not good to cheat either, because the other one, they'll claim like, oh, I just want a friend. So then they start getting really stupid and crazy. as if you're their wife, knowing they already have a wife. You get it? Been there, done that one too. When I was younger, you can't tell me what to do, sir. You have a wife, and you're not going to tell me what to do. You know, but they will. They would actually try to run you, making you think. Try to, run your household as theirs. No, it's not happening, Captain. You pay these bills over here, though, sir. Thank you so much, and have a good day. You know, you're right. Those NDAs don't work, and I'm not feeling these YouTubers. And you never know who you're talking to on the other side of that line, or on the other side of that DM. You never know who. People catfish all the time. And you got your sick ones on here. We already know we got sick ones on here. Very sick and ill people on here who would try to catfish you. But you don't have to worry about catfishing me because I shut them down real quick. Real quick. Now, even if you was to tell me you were 44, 45, 46, 47, I won't believe you if it starts coming that way now, because then I would know that it was what? Somebody playing around. Get it? Don said, yeah, I heard about that. He said she left him and did that to her. Oh, okay, she did. I don't know why the heck she would meet him again if she left him. Girl, don't go back. Go forward fast. Because when men get broken hearts, with us, we get broken hearts and we cry, don't we? We be boo-hooing down, right? When we lose our man, and we be really trying to fight hard to keep our man, don't we? When you really love, try to fight hard, try to do all the right things. You try to just do everything right, but nothing's right because they don't see you that love, the same love that you're feeling for them in their eyes anymore. So, ladies, don't try it. If they ready to go, let them go. Most of the time, they run their head behind his back. The other one will be like, I ain't asked for all this. Oh, no, but we dealt with it. Get it? And that may be your time to get you a peace of mind, hon. I tell you. So, no. Yes, he did. She shouldn't have went to meet him. And she probably tried to meet him in a what? Public place. You know that? Done. She probably tried to meet him in a public place. And he still did it to her right there in front of everybody. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, nutty. That's right, Marie. You have to be very careful. I know. And it makes me nervous, kind of, to a certain extent, because we see what happened. You should have seen that video show where that man beat up that girl. The IG model tore her up, tore that woman's face up as if he was jealous of her face. What's wrong with these men? On to the next one. That's right. On to the next one, y'all. On to the next one. It's sad that these men are just making these women, when their hearts get broken, that's what I was saying. Our hearts, we cry. Sometimes we cry. We grieve a little bit, and but then men, if we break their hearts, it's a different story. It's not the same story, is it? They be ready. They stalk you, don't they? Stalk you, harass you, try to defame you, all kinds of old ignorant stuff. They do. When they're hurt, it's a different story. But if they're moving on and cheat, then they don't care. It's better for you to let them move on that way than the other way, because if you leave him and he's in love, like he's saying in love, and he's a stalker, girl, you'll have problems. And we've seen that a lot too. Eve said, it is crazy meeting people online. My friend just met a guy on a Christian app. She took all precautions, got a Google Voice number, and also did video calling to make sure it was him. Don said, right. I don't know anything about the Google calling, but I better learn about it. Monique said, we just found out he's a scammer. What? Yes, indeed. Baby, you can't scam me out of nothing because I don't have nothing to give you, sir. I hope you know that. You see it on my channel all the time, sir. I don't have anything to give you. Not a dollar. Okay? And you're sure not moving in my house. That's out. They can't take it. You're right. They can't take it. Men cannot take it. They can't. Oh, no, Eva. Good thing you found out. Though, that's great. Oh, there's a lot of scammers on here. See it all the time on TV. Where these women think that they're talking to a soldier, United States Army, lieutenant, sergeant. Girl, you falling for the okie doke. You see the pictures and all this stuff, but you never can see him. Why? Have you ever asked yourself why you can't see him? Have you ever asked yourself why you can't never see him, but he asking you for money? You're a lieutenant in the Army. You should be throwing me money, sir. Okay? I always got an excuse when I left my wallet or I couldn't do this. Oh, my wallet came up missing. It's going to take 2 weeks for the credit card. And, I watch it on TV. It's never happened to me because guess what? I'm about what? My hand be over to him as a man. You're supposed to handle your business, sir. You know? Oh, yeah. I was like, I handle you. I'll make sure. Yeah, I bet you will. It starts off like that, but then it doesn't end that way. Then you realize he's sorry. It's all I know. He'd be like, what in the heck did I do this for? Been there, done it. Been there, done it. Yeah. I said, no matter. If you have something, let them think you have something. Yes. Yes. hmm If you have something, let them think you have nothing. That's what she said. That's right. And act like you live with somebody else. Like you live with a whole house full of people. My granny, my great grandpa, and my mother, and my 2 brothers. We all live together because we're family. He'd be like, dang, I know I can't go to the house. Sure can't. You sure can't. Make him think you live with somebody else, so he can't be trying to travel to your house. You know, and when you leave the date, of course, you're gonna have to watch your behind you, your surroundings and stuff to make sure he's not what following you home. You're gonna have to cut some corners, ladies. Cut some corners. Cut some corners. Make sure he's not trying to follow you home. Good morning, Gloria. How are you? Glenn Rising, everybody at work. So I'm listening in the bushes. No problem at all, Gloria. No problem at all. Thank you for the emojis. But um, don't start that. Now I'm already getting bad. Don't start that, guys. And I know if it's guys, if you are legit and you do mean what you say, I'm sorry to let you down like I did. But like I said, you're too young for me. Too young for me, gentlemen. And specifically told them I would never call their names ever. And I won't because I'm just like that. Keep everything private like that. If it's in confidence, then it's in confidence, period. But no, that would be a no for me. Now you can give me some of your daddy, maybe if your daddy is a train conductor or a mechanic like I want, a diesel mechanic that is, then we can talk, you know. But no, you too young. Send me your daddy, honey. Send me your daddy. You know, I always said I was gonna try to date a younger man, but I'm still undecided. I am. Mm-mm. Cause maybe they get a little cool. Put it on there, get cool. I'm serious. They really do. I saw a lady in the store the other day. She had a younger man, and she was like, "Well, babe, this guy was way younger than this woman. This one was so old. Lord forgive me. It's something wrong being old. But you know what? The reason why I say she's so old because she actually had a earring and a piercing on her lip. And I said, ma'am, you are almost 60 years old. What are you doing with a piercing on your lip and an earring in your nose? Those little things that go in the middle of the nose, like, NH used to wear. And I was like, you too old for that, honey. No, you're trying to go young and you want to date young, but some of those younger guys that do date the older women, older women, they want it for the maturity of what you have, not you trying to drop down to their maturity, to their level. You get it? They want you because you're mature and they feel like you're knowledgeable and that you're wiser. That's why they're trying to date you, not you trying to go downgrade yourself to, dummy down yourself down to their age. No, ma'am. I was so shocked when I seen that darn piercing, that woman tongue. She actually had 3 tongue on her lip, above her lip, as if it was a mole, and then she had that thing in her nose and on her eye. It's 4. She had it over her eyebrow, old school eyebrow piercing. I said, yes, indeed. Where else to pierce that, ma'am? It makes you wonder. He said he was coming to visit her on the 21st, but had to travel to Spain first to secure a multi-million-dollar contract. Then told her he lost his wallet and can she loan him $2,000. No, please. Mm-mm. No, sir. What I tell you about the water loss game? Been there, done it, honey. I ain't this old for nothing. Been there, done it. No, not giving you crap. A penny, unless you are my husband. You get it? Yeah. And I used to like that song say, Fire and Desire, we always sing. I used to what use and abuse them. Yeah, that's all it was good for me. Who's gonna pay the car note? Who's gonna pay the light bill? Well, y'all, I don't know where, y'all. Monique said, yes, yeah. His game isn't tight. I told her never speak to him again. She said she'll think about it. Shaking my head. Wait a minute, what did Yaya say? I'm sorry. No matter if you have, yeah, that's what like Yaya said. Yes. I mean, she told me she just don't know. Girl, stop. Don't do yourself. You just tell her you straight up. Do not do yourself. And you better not send that money. If she's saying she might talk to him, she just may send him the money if she have it. Y'all can say, no, Eve, say it isn't so. Yeah. Eve, did she give him the $2,000? Did she give him the $2,000, Eve? That's what I want to know. She ain't gonna tell Eve if she did it. She's not gonna tell Eve if she did it. Mm-mm. She's not gonna tell Eve if she did it. Because she already considering to continue the relationship. Girl, no. He's a scammer, child. He don't care nothing about you. Nothing, nada, but some dinero. And you got people out there, because I saw on TV too, where these guys say they do that for a living, scam women. It's for a living, and they scam other men too. Like, men in the LGBT, they scam them as well. It's like their daily job. Can you believe that? It's their job to get up every morning to scam somebody else. Wow. I don't know what this world's coming to. I really don't. This world's really getting sickening. No, it seems like a lot of people don't have no morals anymore. No morals. You know, no morals at all. We know the limits that you're supposed to reach, especially if you're into beef or if you're in a nasty, fight with someone or argument with someone. We know the limits, but these people cross the limits all the darn time, and it's sad and freely. And don't stutter with it. Just be free with it. That's interesting to me. And it goes to show you that the devil's roaming. I don't care what nobody say. He's roaming. Um, you said, "LOL." It is so. She's very naive. I think if she had it, she may have sent it. Hmm. That's sad, because we men love women for different reasons, and most men don't love women just for their looks only. A lot of women have things to contribute to a relationship besides beauty or whatever. Because sometimes you look at a guy and you like him so much, and you find out who his wife is, you be like, "What are you doing with her?" Because it's something about that woman that he loves and that she does that's special to him. It's not all about looks. I'll tell you that now. It's about how domesticated you are, how clean you are, how you treat your children, how you act, how intelligent you are. Everything. It consists of a lot of things, a lot of aspects besides beauty. Okay, women, and some of these stars had to learn the hard way. Just because you're beautiful don't mean your man ain't gonna what cheat on you, honey. Yeah. So, I hope she didn't send it. I really hope she didn't send it, to him $1, not even $50. He probably broke it all the way down to $50, yeah. Oh yeah, Eve. He probably went down to $50. Said, well, just send me 50 and then that'll get me started. And then I can ask around for the rest of it. Or like my old game. Well, my bill is $250, but I got 40 of it. Mm, got over 500, but I got 75 of it. Mm-hmm. And I done it. LOL, it is so young. She's very, yeah, it's sad if she's that naive. I hope she's not. I'm not sure of her looks or anything like that. Hopefully she's a beautiful girl. She doesn't have some kind of syndrome, like, oh, I'm not that pretty, or I need someone, or girl, they will come. You see some toe up women though, Lord forgive me, with some good looking husbands. And you be like, how the heck she get him? Because men don't love just for beauty. I keep telling y'all. They don't. Some men are attracted to intelligence. Some men are attracted to, like me as a black chocolate woman. Some men are not. They prefer a red bone, as they put it. So every people, I guess, love is in the eye of the beholder, as they said. I really believe that. John Ferguson said, imagine how many others he is scamming. Just imagine on a daily basis, because they say they do it on a daily basis. I say it's crazy. There's a grown folks. No, it's not just about the looks. Yeah, that's right. But you got some ignorant men out here though that do think it's just about the looks because we saw that on that video where the girl had those girls lined up, and a lot of them prefer not to date the older, I mean the darker skinned woman. All of them pretty much turned her down. Turned her down. They wanted lighter. I don't know if they think lighter is brighter, but they wanted lighter skinned women than a chocolate woman. All of them turned her down. And the young lady that did implement this uh I would say study or example, or I know it's another word I want to catch, but I just can't put my finger on it. Survey, polling, she actually apologized to the young lady. And I believe she did something special for her because I know she probably felt like she was hurt during the process. Even when he say that, Don say that part. Done. But grown people, that's right. Grown people just don't date for looks. Y'all say exactly, Don. Don said that part. That's right. Even he say she's beautiful, but very naive and gullible. I'm her attack dog, and I always get her back to reality. Bring her back, Don. Eve, bring her back. Just say, imagine how many, yeah, bring her back to reality. That's why I say, it's a lot of desperate women out here. That's why when I see a man that is single, when I see a man that is single, I'll be like, why are you? I straight up ask him, why are you single? Hmm? Out of all the women that's on here, out of all the women that's out here that's looking, quote unquote, for a man, why are you single, sir? There's a problem somewhere. In my, that's just for me. But then he could be a good guy, but most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, I think it's a problem. Especially if you're a good looking, fine gentleman. Why don't you have a woman, girlfriend? Hmm. Ebony Dance, I love that name. I don't know what that is. Ebony Dancer, she says, good morning. Don't do it, sis. Something don't smell right in soup. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all said, I always heard the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yes, I'm sorry. And Ebony said, good morning. Don't do it, sis. Something don't smell right in the soup. You sure right about that? Mm-hmm. I had to release a lot of people on this platform as well. I had to release a lot of people. I just had to let them go because um, when you know that they are in on what other folks do and things like that, you got to release them from you. They have to go, period. I don't need a subscriber that bad. Subscribers go, they subscribers come. You know, I put it on my IG this morning, y'all. We only need a little few. Let's go. We can get this. We can get this so we can have giveaways and good, great stuff, parties. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like giveaways, parties, and just a great time here on YouTube. And with that extra money, we can do those things, once I'm monetized. So, again, if you know of anyone that you can get me subscribed to or you can refer me to, I really would appreciate it, you know. Um, and that way we can just kick it off. And we're gonna kick it off with a what? Bang! Before we go, we sign those monetization pay. I mean, with a bang, we're gonna party down, and it's gonna be a Zoom call. And I hope that you ladies will get on, show your faces, and jam and dance and just have a good time. I really do. That's what we're gonna do once that time comes. You're right, Ebony. Something doesn't smell right in that soup. I'm a woman, and nobody's smarter than that. Nobody's a superhero smart, but I'm darn sure I'm not dumb. I tell you that. I'm not. And people might look at me like I'm dumb because I don't respond to negative stuff anymore. I just don't have time for it. I really don't. Because I know if I do, it'll be the same thing as me being exactly like them. So I prefer not to be like them. Period. They'll get theirs. Especially talking about God's children, they will get theirs. So I'm not gonna be concerned about that when it hits. Oh, it's gonna hit hard. Oh yes. go hit hard, you know. And there's been times where I want to go off, but I can tell you this, boy, that pressure will move everything. It does. It really does. You know, and excuse me, folks that don't, is that are not believers, and I'm not trying to push, like I say, religion on anyone. I'm just saying what I believe in, what I think of, and what I think is real. And what helps me to make it through day to day. That's all. You know. Yeah, it's just YouTube was hitting me up in my DMs like as if I just had a divorce or something. What the heck? I'm like, did I just get a divorce or something? Why are these men coming over here? You have to watch people though, y'all. You have to watch them, especially on this platform. You really have to watch people on this platform, guys, especially content creators. You have to watch them. You have to watch who you fool with on here. I mean, really don't fool with nobody, honestly, on this platform. Don't even fool with them like that. You know, I like fooling with the teasers. That's who I like fooling with. You know, I like Unwind with Teddy. I do like her. Some content creators I do like. I like quite a few. But as far as having an actual relationship with them, there's no friends on here. It just doesn't look like that. It just doesn't look that way. Unfortunately, it doesn't look that way. So I would advise you, if you do become a content creator, don't let anybody in your business. Please. Because all they're gonna do, and we've seen in so many cases, what? Turn it on you. Bring it right out on you. When they swore with their own kids, most likely, that they would never tell, and they brought it right on out on you, honey. You can bring whatever you want to bring out on me, because I stand 10 toes down on everything I've done. Everything. I had a great life. I had a great life. You know, I did. I partied down. I went out to clubs. Had a great life. I still have a good life. I really do. John Ferguson says, I always heard the darker the berry fruit is usually got that one. I'm sorry. Um, Eve says, I agree. And Monique, that's right. John Ferguson, that's true. That's right. No more, it's positive vibes. And I like the fact that, some people will tell you, don't go to this content creator's channel. Don't go to that content creator's channel. That content creator does it. But as long as they're respectful in my chat, I don't have a problem with anyone being in my chat, because I love everyone. You know that. Till you mess up with me. And they've been nothing but respectful in my chat. Nothing but respectful. And I'm respectful when I go visit other folks' chat. You won't see me in there saying a negative word in their chat about them. But you got your bold folks to sit up and get in your chat and try to talk to you like you crazy. You do. You have them. But that's when you get to ignoring them. You know, you ignore these people that says all this negative stuff. You know, and then I have, of course, I got a power Supergirl moderator who's gonna handle it. You know, she just be waiting for me to tell her to handle it. You know, everybody didn't say, yeah. She said something in the suit. Joe Ferguson said that's true. It is true, guys. It is true, ladies. We need to be careful, okay? We really need to be careful of who we're dating. Um, some of us have been dating the same person. Some women have been dating the same person for years, so they know him like a book, pretty much. But when a man does tell you that they will KILLEDU, then they will KILLEDU. Please believe me. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying, because they're not saying it for nothing. That's all I'm trying to say. They're saying it for a specific reason. Yeah, they're saying it for a specific reason. So I love you all. I just want to jump on and say good morning to you guys, and hope you all have a great day. You know what we have to do? What's the word for the day? Work. Got to go to work. I will be back on later today. She said, I'm grown. Nobody can tell me who I can watch on YouTube. It's free, dummy. Yes, indeed. It is free, and people shouldn't do that, but some people do. Yeah, but it's that person's prerogative if they want to go or they want to stay. But I wouldn't do it if somebody else told another wrong person told me not to. No, but they can go wherever they want to go. And I would never advise any of my subscribers not to go anywhere. So just wanted to come on and say hello, and hope all you have a great day at work. And I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for the support. It really is appreciated, and keep it coming. Please keep it coming. Keep them coming. The subscribers coming. Okay, guys, I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And it was something else I wanted to say. Something DJ Nashville said. I cannot recall it now. But anyway, have a blessed day. How about that? Otherwise, love y'all and have a fantastic day for the 100th time. Goodbye, guys. See y'all later. All right? Peace out.